Oh my god. Oh crap. They done fucked up again.
What the fuck is going on?
You have got to be fucking kidding me. How much lower must I bring my expectations? Well, I really can't say I'm surprised now, can I? Are you fucking kidding me? Dragon Ball Super ends exactly how everyone said that it would. The Tournament of Power ends just as we all predicted that it would before this arc even started. The erased universes did get revived. So it did go with this very same cop-out ending that we all knew beforehand that it would do. It didn't make any fucking attempt to subvert our expectations. No attempt to throw any sort of curveball into this. It just went right with it, and pretty much it effectively makes this tournament pointless as fuck. What the actual fuck? Fuck! Dragon Ball Super! I have never been so pissed off with anything, with any other anime. I wasn't nearly as pissed off when Naruto Shippuden decided to stay firmly in filler hell, despite the fact that the manga ended 2 years beforehand. I wasn't nearly as pissed off with the ending of Tokyo Ghoul Route A, which the whole entire series was dog shit, but even it did not piss me off the way Dragon Ball Super has. When I saw, oh my god, oh my god, no. Anytime you think that the series can't get worse, it will let you know, no, don't think that we can continue to get worse. It will get worse. It does get worse, and this episode was the worst of them all. It was the worst episode ever. It was complete and utter bullshit. First of all, we have Goku somehow pulling even more stamina out of the deepest depths of the hole he shits from, despite the fact that he has been low on stamina at so many fucking points in time, and he has no real time to rest. It's like, what in the fuck? He keeps magically regaining stamina as if he has a secret hoard of sensu beans that he keeps eating from. He just continually just keeps coming back for more. And it especially does not make sense here because, as we saw in the previous episode, he pretty much was getting destroyed from the inside out because the power of Ultra Instinct was far too much for him to handle. So he just kind of blows up in a way, and it's like, at this point, this is where you see, okay, there is no more Goku, but no, Goku, here's the thing. Toriyama loves Goku so much, he just can't stop sucking his dick, so of course we're gonna force Goku back into this. And then we have the likes of Frieza and Android 17, because, you know, I thought it was going to be like, hey, these guys are going to be the ones to carry things since, you know, Goku can't do it. Because, you know, we don't need to directly eliminate Jiren. Just run the fucking clock down. But, of course, you know, they say, nah, that's not very, that's a very anticlimactic way. So, you know, we do got to eliminate them. It's like, okay, fine, whatever. You know, I've taken enough shit from the series as it is, so what fucking ever at this point. So we have 17. Oh my god, this series has ruined 17's character because, okay, 17 somehow, some way is able to hurt Jared. Jared is beyond God of Destruction level. That would be like if 17 could even so much as hurt Beerus. So it's like, what the fuck? It's like, my god, I have never seen a character get their dick sucked so much. Oh my. I thought Master Roshi was getting his dick sucked during this tournament, and I had made a whole video on that. No. No one right now is getting, no one besides Goku, I should say, is getting their dick sucked more than 17. He is getting some serious head. My god. Toriyama is on his decrepit old knees and he is just sucking down on 17's cock like there's no tomorrow. He is headbutting his lap right now. That is what's going on. My god. Because so many specific characters have been getting their dicks sucked while other characters have just been thrown away. It's like, my fucking god, you can see that the writers really are playing favorites with these characters instead of saying, hey, how can each of these characters do something to really contribute? Because, you know, Krillin, they threw him away so fast. Tenshinhan, they said, hey, fuck you, we're not gonna suck your dick at all. Piccolo, it's like, yeah, fuck you, we're gonna have you get eliminated in such an embarrassing fashion. It's like, you know, we have to continue the trend. Piccolo, you lose in embarrassing fashions all the fucking time. So it's like, you know what, fuck this series, my fucking god. They have ruined Android 17. It's like, you know, this motherfucker has not been seen within the series since pretty much he was last absorbed by Cell, and then he gets little bits and cameos every now and then, like in the Majin Buu saga. He's a park ranger. He holds these two up at gunpoint, making them raise their hands so they'll contribute energy to Goku's Spirit Bomb to kill Majin Buu. And then, of course, you have that shit-ass Super 17 arc from GT. But the thing about 17 is, like, he really hasn't had much appearances, and it's like, you know, to all the 17 fanboys out there, they're like, okay, we just gotta make up for 17's great absence, so we just gotta have him doing ridiculous things that he's not supposed to be able to do. It's like, come the fuck on. It's like, you know, 17 hasn't been relevant in this franchise for all of this time. As a matter of fact, he's not even a playable character in Dragon Ball FighterZ. He's a support character for Android 18. So, you know, that should really tell you something about 17, but like, no, fuck it. We gotta just force 17 into this, you know, just completely throw other characters away. Hey, Gohan, we're throwing you away, making you have to needlessly sacrifice yourself. So the whole team captain thing really didn't mean shit in this tournament. So, you know what? Fuck off, man. Just fuck all that noise. Then we get to the likes where Jared, he goes down on his knees, and then Frieza just doesn't get rid of the motherfucker there. He allows for Toppo to say some encouraging words to Jared, so that Jared is like, hey, you know what? Yeah, that's right. I do have overwhelming power, so why the fuck am I gonna get eliminated? You know, fuck you, Jared. Fuck you. You are a dog shit character. You are the biggest piece of shit of a character ever. You're worse than Caulifla. Caulifla is the greatest character ever in comparison to your sorry ass. You are a shit excuse of a final boss for a story arc. You sucked. You were boring as fuck in terms of design, in terms of concept, and your backstory made you look even worse. It's like, fuck you. You are a piece of shit that never should have been a thing. So then we have Goku, he steps in, and then Frieza and Goku, they team up, and they work together to get rid of Jiren. It's like, motherfucker, Frieza, you can't even maintain your golden state at this point. And Goku, you have burned through so much stamina you shouldn't have anymore. You shouldn't even be able to go Super Saiyan, but somehow he forces Super Saiyan out of himself. But even so, what is Super Saiyan in comparison to someone beyond a god of destruction? So they work together, so it's like, okay, these two bitter enemies are now finally working together for the first time ever, but it's not like this series has really put any sort of subtext to really make this much of a meaningful moment. It's just pretty much pure fan service. Hey, it's pretty much Toriyama's favorite hero of the story teaming up with Toriyama's favorite villain of the story. It's just pretty much two people that Toriyama just constantly sucks the dick of. That's all the fuck this is. This ain't nothing deep or meaningful. This is just pure fan service. That's all this is. It's pure fan service. They eliminate Jiren as well as themselves, so 17 is the last to remain for Universe 7, and he's the ultimate winner of the tournament, so he gets to make the wish on the Super Dragon Balls. Now, when it comes to what 17's wish is, where he says he wants to travel the world with his family, it's like, okay, that's kind of a lame-ass wish. You got a dragon who could literally give you anything in existence, and you settle for that. I understand you want to spend more time for your family, but that's not something to waste a fucking wish on, you dumbass. But anyway, 17, he doesn't go with that wish. 17 instead decides to wish back all of the erased universes. That moment really just made me flip my shit, because it's like, please, I hope they do something to throw a curveball into this. But nope, they just went the safe route, the cop-out route. So it's like, whatever, man, my fucking god, this series is just so unbelievably stupid. But then as it turns out, that was really the only option they had. Because if anybody were to make a selfish wish, if anybody were to make a wish that didn't involve reviving the erased universes, Zeno would have erased everything. So from the beginning, the universes weren't in any sort of danger at all. It just wanted to create the illusion that they were. So the whole entire point of this was just to be a test? Well then, holy fuck. Imagine if Frieza would have won the tournament. Then it's like, okay, then the universes definitely would have been fucked. But here's my big question. What is the actual fucking point of Zeno? What is the point in that dumb, football-headed little motherfucker? He serves no fucking purpose for the sake of the universes. He is arbitrary as fuck. He is the highest tier of the gods, but he doesn't do shit for the benefit of the universes. He does nothing. It's pretty much, it's the gods of destruction and Supreme Kais who are the ones that truly govern their universes, and he's just some dumb little man baby who just pretty much destroys shit like it's a bodily function. Zeno is just a character that is just thrown in there. He's just so tacked onto the story. It's like the god, like when it comes to the hierarchy of gods, it was already greatly fucked up when Battle of Gods came along. So when we started bringing in Beerus, bringing in the concept of gods of destruction, which, you know, there's just, they just feel so tacked onto the story. There's no organic feel to them really fitting into this. It just really makes you question how the original concept of the Kaios, the Daikaio, which apparently the series has forgotten about it. Remember that old hippie Kai that you saw during the Otherworld Tournament saga of Dragon Ball Z? He's actually canon to the events, to the hierarchy and the lore of Dragon Ball Z, but he makes no canon appearances within the manga. So what's the fucking point of him? And then you have the Kaioshin, which they were the highest level, but then you throw the gods of destruction in there with the Kaioshin. It's like, what the fuck? And then we have the angels who are with the gods of destruction, and then you have the Daishinkan, and then we bring Zeno. It's like, what is the fucking point? Zeno, this is all Zeno is. Zeno is nothing more than the in-universe representation of the blind fanboys that this series draws in. The ones that just are so impressed by, ooh, that looks cool, ooh, shiny colors, ooh, nice and flashy and bullshit. It's like, that's all the fuck Zeno is. He's just there to just showcase, hey, this show is self-aware that is a piece of shit. That's the point of Zeno. So they know that there are people who will just eat any sort of bullshit up simply because it looks cool. That's what the blind fanboys are like, and that is just, and Zeno represents them perfectly. It's just, my fucking god, this is just, it's just, you know, this ending is just such a fucking cop-out. It's like, my god. And then we have Frieza, so we have Whis. He goes to Frieza and brings him back to life. The halo over Frieza's head is gone. So it's like, okay, so among the many things that Whis is able to do, he's able to revive the dead. It's like, alright, you know, we did see him perform human transmutation on a baby because Bulma was pregnant, so he basically destroyed the uterus in Bulma, forced it out, recreated it, wrapped the placenta around like a blanket, and it's like, okay, there you go, Bulma's born. So he pretty much bypassed all of that, all of the character moment that we could have had surrounding Bulma's birth and how that would have affected Bulma and Vegeta. We just force it into it that way. Hey, Vegeta has no good excuse for not entering the tournament, so it's like, alright, whatever, fine. So, okay, Whis is like, pretty much, Whis can do anything, I guess, at this point. It's just, what Whis is, I don't know. What Whis is supposed to be, I don't know. Like, what the angels exactly are, I don't know. You know what the gods of destruction are. You know what the Kaioshin are. You know their sources. But when it comes to the angels, you really don't fucking know about them. When you think of the different fan theories that were out there, like maybe the angels are rebelling against Zeno, that's just, those theories that the fans come up with are much more interesting than the bullshit that this series decides to crank out. It's just, my god. That just lets you know just how Toei Animation just doesn't give a shit, and for Akira Toriyama, he's just here to, you know, collect a check. He doesn't give a fuck about quality, and that decrepit old motherfucker can't even be bothered to remember the details of his own story. And then when we get to the very end, we do have pretty much like how every arc of Super ends, we do have something showing like all of the characters eating together, you know, after you know, their big adventure. And then we have all of the other universes there. They've all been revived, so pretty much we're gonna set things up for a future series. It's just, oh my god, a future Dragon Ball series. I'm not looking forward to that. No. I'm not even looking forward to the upcoming movie because I know it's gonna fuck up the lore even further. That's what everything does. So we have all of the revived universes. They were never in any real danger, as it turns out. They were always intended to get revived anyway. That was the only correct wish to make. So no, you couldn't exactly have whatever you wanted. So it's like, you know, when you think of this arc, what has been the point of it? This entire arc has just been one long bloated scene of pure masturbation. That's all it was. First of all, this story arc takes up like half of Dragon Ball Super's episode length. So all of this time was spent on a fucking tournament. It's like, wow, priorities, people. So you have pretty much the first half of Dragon Ball Super, where you have the retellings of the movies, then the Universe 6 tournament, and then the Future Trunks arc, and then pretty much you have the remainder of that time spent on a tournament that's over 55 episodes long. It's like, holy motherfucking shit. All of that time spent on this tournament, and this tournament, like I said, don't get your hopes up about it. Oh my god, I was so fucking right. It's like, god damn it, you just took up your whole runtime on a tournament that really has no story presence or any sort of real consequences to them. You guys constantly keep doing this. Your story arcs are so fucking inconsequential, they're not organic, it's just a whole bunch of random pointless bullshit, one after another, and it's like... I was hoping this series could have at least done something right at the end, but it's just continued to do wrong and wrong and wrong as it continues to progress. And it got progressively worse. It's just, my fucking god. Just, you know, the series is now over, and there are just so many questions that Dragon Ball Super brings up that we still don't get an answer to, and we frankly probably won't ever get an answer to these questions, not even if they make a new Dragon Ball series afterwards. So it's like, all of this time just felt entirely pointless, especially with Ultra Instinct. So now Goku can't use it anymore because it's too detrimental to him. He can't even focus and activate it anymore. So what was the point in giving it to him in the first place? So really, when you think of Dragon Ball Super, it really hasn't progressed the characters anywhere. All it's really done is just take place within an awkward time period within the 10 years of peace between Majin Buu's defeat and the finale of Dragon Ball Z where Goku flies off with Oob, and it just makes itself just not even feasibly be able to be part of the canon if it tried. Oh my god, Dragon Ball Super is just the biggest piece of shit ever. This is by far the worst series ever. This is absolute shit. Sword Art Online is Full Metal Alchemist in comparison to this huge pile of shit here. But you know what? What can I really expect? Dragon Ball Super has sucked balls since episode 1. Ever since we had Goten and Trunks fighting a giant snake because reasons. It's been a piece of shit, and it's just pretty much had a few high moments buried under huge piles of shit. As a complete whole, it has been a complete dog shit of a story. It has a few moments, but moments don't make a series. Consistency does, and this series greatly lacks that. I am so glad Dragon Ball Super is over. I feel like I'm free now. Like, I can finally just focus on other things because Dragon Ball Super, talking about it, has taken over my channel. So now I can finally focus my mind on other things. And when it comes to any future Dragon Ball, no. Just no. I'm cured of Dragon Ball. I don't need any more. The new movie, I don't even know if I'm gonna even bother with that. I've gotten my fill of Dragon Ball, and when it comes right down to it, the writers simply see Dragon Ball as nothing more than a glorified toy commercial. They aren't gonna put any sort of effort to make it an actually good story. So you know what, if the writers don't give a fuck, why should I? Fuck Dragon Ball Super, fuck Toei Animation, and fuck Akira Toriyama. You suck, okay? You don't have it anymore. Just retire your senile, old ass Toriyama. So, what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like and subscribe for more content. So with that being said, that's the end of this video, and it's the end of Dragon Ball Super as well. So have a good day, everyone. This is Trace signing out.